but I definitely want to make sure that I hopped on today. Is it working? It's working. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I hop on today to do a quick reading. I'm gonna do a one card, but only because yesterday it was pleasing to my soul. Okay, that we did that and make that happen. So I wanted to do a repeat on today because I'm all about keeping up the momentum. It's no need to quench the fire. Okay, not when the fire is fresh and the fire is hot. So if you were able to log into yesterday's live, I'm so grateful that you did, and I hope that you were able to share it. If you weren't, you should share it now. And I'm going to do again a one card reading for each sign. If you're able to hop on the live, that's perfect. If not, then you can definitely catch the replay. Yeah, the replay. You catch the replay. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up the sign so I can make sure I keep some order to this and I can stay focused. And maybe y'all can help me with that part by dropping your sign down in the comments and let me know if I've got your sign yet. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So give me 1 second. Let me get the signs all pulled up so that I can do it in order, because no, I don't know them all in order by heart. And let me get this, hold on, let me get us a little banner rolling in 1 second. Bam. If you're wondering what PMCG stands for, it's down on the bottom. And also, that's my website on the bottom if y'all want to check that out and you want to book a private consultation, we can definitely do that. I'm all for it as long as we a good match for one another, because we must resonate. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm getting these signs pulled up. All right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it so that the comments show up here. So don't try to say nothing crazy, because let me not even put that out there in the ethers, because it's Mercury retrograde and y'all liable to say something crazy just because I said that. But that's okay. That's all right too. So we're just gonna go ahead and move along. We're gonna do each sign. I want to say we're gonna start with Aries, but I'm waiting for this list to pop up. 1 second. All right, this will do. And of course, they don't have it in the order that I was hoping it would be in. List in order. Can we get some order in the court? Of course not. Okay, here we go. Drop your sign in the comments so I know what energy is in space in the house. Okay, and on top of that, let me log on to Facebook real quick. Share this if you know any like-minded individuals who might want to know, what's the climate, what's the essence. And I'm gonna share this to my other page as well. So give me a second to do that. Drop your sign in the comments if you would like. Okay, y'all coming in. Okay, drop your sign in the comments. Let me know what energy is in the house. But again, I'm gonna do a one card pull for each sign. Okay, and I'm hoping we can start with the Aries. And let me turn this down because this music's too loud. All right, and then one more space I want to send this to. Just give me a second. I'm gonna share publicly. And then I'm going to share on page. Yeah, I'm in the wrong profile, but it's all good. So I'm still sending it to myself. Boom, boom. Tap in. All right. All right. Do I got this list here now? It could all be so simple. But you'd rather make it hard. Okay, this will do. I like this list because it ends with Aries. I mean, it ends with Aquarius. That's my sun sign. And yes, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go off this list. This is a sun sign list. But again, if you tapped in enough to the point that you know your chart, you know your birth chart, okay, then you know that you have a piece of each sign in you. Okay, it's just a matter of how it manifests and expresses itself in the physical realm, which is what we are in right now. Okay. However, we won't tap in on a mental and emotional level right now as well. So let's just gather ourselves and get into it. All right. So we're going to start with Leos. Much love to my Leos because, you know, my children are Leos and I'm all for the energy. So let's read. I did the Light Seer deck yesterday. We're going to do a different deck today. What is the name of this deck? Okay, I can't think of the name of it, but I will tell you this. It's the girl who played in the movie The Craft, the black girl. The one African-American or whatever, the black girl that played in The Craft. This is her deck, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm going to get that just so I don't like to misquote, so give me. All right. This is the True Heart Tarot by Rachel True. Okay, that's her name, y'all. I love his deck. The imagery is everything, you know. Plus, I like her vibe. I like everything about it. So if you're into decks, tarot, I would definitely advise you pick that up. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. And again, let's see, it's 12:55. My goal is to be, you know, this shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to jump right into it, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull a card for each sign, okay? 1 second. Okay. I'm going to pull a card for each sign, considering the fact that there are 12 signs, just like there are 12 houses in your birth chart. Okay, 12. All right. 12 in a dozen. I'm just saying, you know, things that come in 12s. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just do a shuffle and see what is the energy, what is the message as it pertains to our greatest and our highest good. High vibration only. This is for the collective. Let this message resonate with those who this message is for. If it isn't for them, let them move ahead, move along, keep it moving, okay? And for those that this message is for, let them have an ear to hear, okay? Let them have an eye to see. And let's just get into it. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull 12 cards. Let it be a quick, concise message. High vibrations. High vibrations. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about high energy. Energy of joy, bliss, satisfaction, honesty, prosperity, life, luxury, you know what I mean? Multiplication, dividends, okay? All things growing. So, okay, so this is what we can do. We got a lot of that just jump. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it from the top. And we're going to let that be the first card, the second card, the third, the fourth. Let's keep going. And remember, we want 12 cards. Hey, Panisha, hi. Are you taking requests? I typically take requests that is how I do when I go live. Okay, what I would do is have you send me a cash app if you would like to at the end. But in this case, I don't have a whole lot of time, and I really would like to just flow right through each sign. But hit me up. Hit me up on my website, or drop a comment, your email or something, and I got you. All right, so there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth card. All right, what's the sixth card? And again, y'all, I already have a list going here. We're going to do the 12 signs in the order of this list here, and I'll read the list to you guys. Ooh, gonna keep him up because he just jumped out like. All right, so a couple more. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we almost there. We just need 12 cards. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. I love Friday. I mean, isn't it something how the mind is conditioned as if Friday, Friday was the day when your typical 9 to 5, you're going to school, you're going through that Monday through Friday regimen system. Friday was the day of relief because it was like, oh my gosh, we've made it through this 5-day sequence of having to be in this cycle of this pattern that was feel like wasn't chosen for you, for the most part, because that's just the way it is, the tradition. So you caught in that cycle of tradition, right? So when Friday came, it was like Friday. It was like, yay, we have the weekend, we can relax, right? Anyways, we got 1, 2 cards that came out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more card. Let's see what the final card is. And the final card here is the Aquarius sign, and that's my sun sign. So oh, okay, Prince. I'm gonna leave that up because it came up. I mean, Princess, I'm just saying. And the bottom of the deck, that money, baby, that coin, that physical evidence of the mental, emotional, and spiritual work that you put in. Okay. Just out there. Y'all have to forgive me. 1 second. Okay, so again, y'all let me know when it's 1:15 because I'm on a time frame. I got to get back to my children. They are at camp, and I have to make sure that I pick them up, and make sure I see their last little ceremony and display of all their talents. Okay, but let's get into it. So the first sign on the list, just so y'all know, I got this little list pulled up. We're going to start with the Leos. Then the Scorpios, Sagittarius, Gemini. It is Gemini season. Taurus coming through. That's my moon. Libra, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo. And then we're going to close out with the Aqua. It's only right. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got for our Leos. What's the energy for the Leos? Leos, 8 of Cups. Oh, and I see, Panisha, you a Gemini. That's what's up, girl. All right, well, the 8 of Cups just came up. 8 of Cups is symbolic of, and when I flipped it, it came up in reverse. But, I'm reading everything straightforward. So, but I'll give you a perspective of both. But 8 of Cups means that emotionally, on an emotional level, you're ready to pursue more, okay? You're ready, you have a lot of things to be grateful about. You are grateful. You are satisfied in terms of I've set out to complete a task, to experience emotional fulfillment, and I've actually achieved 8 cups. Congratulations. You should be grateful. However, in your eyes, Leo, because you know what you're capable of and what you're worthy of and what you came here to do and what you deserve, you feel that it's time to move forward and to pursue those last 2 cups, because in every suit there's 10, right? And you're at your 8. So you're experiencing is satisfaction. You've set intentions. You hit your targets. However, there's more for you. It came up in reverse. So perhaps you're thinking maybe you should just be grateful for what you have, where you're at, and what has already manifest. And, you're conflicted, But I want to let you know that it's best that things be in the upright position, the best high vibrational position, so that you can understand the maximum potential of that expression and what you want. You want to pursue more. Your soul desires more. There's no need to see it from a perspective that would restrict you. Move forward. So Leo, go forward, be great with all that fire. You know, my babies are Leos. I understand the energy, the confidence, and you feel like, yeah, if it's for me, it's for me. It definitely is for you. So pursue. Scorpio coming up next. That Scorpio energy. Scorpio, what's going on, baby? Baby, you know what? But it's okay. Because the Three of Swords is symbolic of, for one, this is a mental card with heart on it, okay? This is a mental card, yet on the card, it is showing us the emotion, heart. This is someone who's thinking about the ways in which their heart has been deceived. Their heart has been pierced, hurt. You're in a position of reflecting on how did you get here. However, your eyes open now that you've experienced this, right? The eyes open, not your eyes, but your eye, your inner eye. Your perception has been pierced and wide open to see things from a new perspective. Scorpio, this is Scorpio energy. So Scorpio, with all that being said, what are those three things that continuously play throughout your mind that has opened up your eyes because you understand the duality of love. You understand the ebb and flow of the love experience. Okay, understanding that with pain comes pleasure, with pleasure comes pain, with pain comes pleasure. It's a cycle, right? Understanding how to temper that's what the lesson is for the Scorpio. Scorpio, that's that mysterious water energy, that mysterious emotion. Scorpios, they say, are hard to read, okay? I would disagree. I feel like, it should be easy to read. It just involves all five senses. And with your eye being open, this is referring to the sixth sense, okay? This is beyond your five senses, Scorpio. You have to really fully understand what it is that you learned from this heartbreak, heartache. And it's a beautiful thing, because now that you understand that, you can move forward in a new energy, right? Let's move along. Sagittarius energy is next. Somebody go get a fan for me, because the heat is up. Hold on. Let me just use this card. The heat is up. God bless the Sagittarius energy in the house, okay? Because we all know that Sagittarius, once they set their target, baby, they hit that target, okay? You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know what to tell you. Perhaps you've been on the other end of a Sagittarius intention, and you perhaps you know what I'm talking about. And if it was a high energy, bless you. If it was a negative, bless you again. Because again, I'm just speaking on the fact that Sagittarius is, I personally know that when they set their target, they hit it, because they have a whole level of focus that we can glean from and learn from. And I'm big on setting intentions in the way that we set our targets. So shout out to the Sagittarius energy. I'm eager to see what is here for us here in this season. Sagittarius. And let me see, something else. I just believe that something is sitting in y'all's house. I think you're right. Oh, yeah. So, where we at? June. Okay, maybe not right now. But the full moon will be sitting. Oh, no, that was the 26th. Full moon was in Sagittarius. That's what it was. It just passed. Okay. But let's just give it up for the Sagittarius energy one more time, because, I love a good Sag energy. Okay. Only because I love an intentional, clear, concise, direct communicator. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. I consider myself somewhat in that space, you can't give it all away. All right, let me get into the shout out to my Sagittarius is in the house. What is the energy here? Okay, the King of Swords. This is the energy here. Let me Block my face out. Okay, that's what we got here, guys. The King of Swords. The King of Swords speaks of a intellectual, masculine presence. Okay, this is someone who is a logical thinker. They understand how to, what's the word I'm looking for? They understand how to compartmentalize well, right? They understand how to logically analyze, break things down. You know, it reminds me of a scientific mind, I must say, okay? Because, you know, if you know anything about what is it called? The scientific method, right? How, you know, there's steps that you follow. And if you follow those steps, then, you know, you can at least have a way of tracking information. And I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I had to pause because, you know, this music is good, but when I tell you these birds are singing, they sing. So I'm going to turn it down. Anyway, so shout out to the intellectual, the emotionally intelligent presence in the Sagittarius energy, being able to make decisions not fully based on emotion, but out of logic, and being able to see things and understand the receipts and the facts and know that it makes sense. And when it doesn't make sense, they are aware. However, I will have to say that this card, when I flipped it over, it did come up in the reverse. But again, I'm reading everything on the upright. So if there's something that you've been considering and you're thinking about, being the King of Sword energy that you are, first of all, the sword is down, okay? The sword is down because this isn't a threat. Whatever it is you may be thinking about, overthinking about, considering, I definitely believe that it's something that you should be at peace with. Are you free or paid readings? Am I free or paid readings? If you would like a reading, personal reading, you can hit me up on my website, and I do paid readings. Typically, if I come on live, then I have where you could ask a question for free based on if you share the read, or if you know, you donate like to Cash App. But right now I'm just really trying to run through the signs based on the time frame, so I don't really have a lot of time to do individual questions. But drop a question, and if I have time at the end, then I definitely can answer it. So again, King of Swords, I would just reconsider the logic, the way that you're approaching a situation, because again, sometimes we can overthink and find ourselves in like a rabbit hole where you're following, you're onto something, but what you're onto is you're going the wrong way. Okay. So, and I only say that because it came up in the reverse. Okay. So on the good thing though about the King of Swords is the King of Swords, again, emotionally intelligent as well as intellectually and logical, you know, in the way that they make decisions. And again, the sword is down because he's at peace and he knows and feels that there is no threat, because he's considered and has a well thought out plan. He ain't new to this. He's true to this. He's a king. Okay. He's not just yielding his sword, you know, aimlessly. All right, so let's move right along, you guys. And I appreciate you guys coming to the broadcast. Please like, share, or subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And on to the Geminis. Happy birthday to the Geminis. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to the Geminis. And hold on, wait a minute. Let me do something right quick, because you know, I just noticed something. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, bam. All right, that'll work. Okay, so yeah, happy birthday to the Geminis. Let's see because again, the sun is sitting in Gemini. I don't know where Gemini is in your personal chart, but me personally, Gemini is in my chart. Strong in one of my signs. I won't, you know, tell you what that is right now, but I will tell you that the energy moves heavy for me. So let's see, what is it speaking to us right now? What's the energy? Prince of Disc. Looks like there's some money coming in. Okay. there's some money coming in, there's an opportunity coming in, that is something that is coming to fruition. This is something you've planted the seed for, and the seed has already begun to sprout forth, right? This is something to where the next phase of that seed growing is coming in. This might be a collaboration. This might be a youthful, zestful zeal coming in to spruce up something that's already been planted. And it's slow moving, methodical kind of energy, but it's all good, okay? Especially for a Gemini, because the Gemini is an air sign, and me personally being an air sign, the Aquarius sun that I am, I can relate to Geminis, understanding both sides of a coin, knowing how to move and ebb and flow in different situations. However, it's always good to have some good grounded energy in your presence that can keep you, tapped into the way that those ideas are being expressed in the physical realm, and making sure that you don't miss a beat. You know what I mean? It's just like flying a kite. You can fly a kite. The kite's going to fly and do all that it does, but you have to have somebody that's grounded that can really manage the way that the kite is moving, period. All right. So then, I'm sorry, I peeked on over. We're going to tap on over to Taurus realm. Okay. So for the Taurus, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is the energy for Taurus. Taurus, emotionally, there are some things to be celebrated for the Taurus. Taurus is my moon sign, so I definitely can relate. Taurus, for one, is really all about things that come into fruition. It's the earth energy. Okay, they not about too much talk. Talk is good, but in a Taurus eyes, talk is cheap, right? Because Taurus is very slow moving, methodical energy, not to the point that they analyze everything, but to the point to where they observe everything over time and they want to see dividends. Period. Okay, it's the best way I can put it. They want to see over time. They want to be able to observe pattern and be able to observe behavior over time to be able to make a first judgment. That's the best way I can put it. Let me just stop right there. So it's earth energy. We have the 3 of Cups that's coming up. This is all about collaboration on an emotional level. Let me find out that Taurus is trying to get emotional and romantic and intimate in some realm, one way or another. It appears that is the beat. I mean, I don't know if it's just on a social level you find yourself networking more. I see that here. Okay, in that feminine, social, multiplying space. But I also see love in the air. Okay, I can't act like I don't see the love in the air. I see the love in the air. The love is in the air, but the love is like in a silhouette. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to say it's on the low, but it's like you're doing your own thing. You in your own world. You in your own intimate space. It makes sense to me as a Taurus moon, that just means that you enjoying that space of, when things are protected. It's like an incubator. When things are incubated, that growth process that can be monitored and it can be kept in an environment it can be kept in an environment that would be conducive to growth. And I feel, although that isn't the real world, can you blame a creator for wanting time for its fruit to sprout forth to the point of fruition in which it is properly been nurtured and ready to be, enjoyed? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That sounds like some creme de la creme. I need that kind of energy in my life. I'm all about that. I ain't wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a slow crock pot kind of love. Taurus, I'm here for it. Take y'all time. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with it. All right, we're gonna slide on over to the next time before Taurus takes over the reading. 117. I'm doing all right. Over to the Libra energy. I know how I play with Libras, but I'm not gonna play with y'all today. Look, I'm gonna be nice. Hold on. Boom. 4 Cups. Of course, Libra, all off in your feelings. Now, you're not in your head, so that's a good thing because, as air energy, like Libras are, like Aquarius energy. We like to be in our heads and thinking and being all creative and the what ifs and what we could and what should and what would be. But it looks as if this Libra is in the feelings. Okay, something that you wanted to come to fruition isn't growing the way that you had hoped it would, or perhaps now that it's growing, you're wondering if it would serve you or if it would continue to flourish and beautify your presence, versus being seen and picked from someone else, perhaps, or shared, right? But you're being observed right now, Libra. You're being observed and you're being tested. And the way that you conduct yourself on an emotional level is going to determine the karma, and it's going to determine the fruit that you are going to eat of when things do sprout forth. So with the intention in which you plan a thing, right, it's going to determine for you how you experience the fruit of that which you planted. You feel me? If you know you planted something with the ill intention, then when you eat it, you know it's going to be poison. But as it flourishes and it grows, you also know that although you plant it with bad intention, perhaps someone else might see the beauty in this rose that you're trying to cover. Don't let me get all in your business, Libra. Listen, I don't know what y'all did. And yes, I know a little something about Libras, and maybe my opinion is biased, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I'm just telling you and calling how I see it. I would suggest with this 4-cup energy, maybe you take upon a different perspective and allow the beauty to flourish and blossom. We're going to move right along down to the Pisces energy. Wow. A little love for the Pisces with that good aqua, water, emotional energy. Y'all the most tapped in sign in the zodiac, so they say. You're tapped in, Pisces. I'm not going to give my biased opinion about the Pisces and how tapped in they are and their susceptibility to the rabbit hole. I'm just going to acknowledge the fact that it's a blessing to have a Pisces in your team, on your team, okay? What is the message for the Pisces on today? Temperance. Pisces, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Having a little temperance. Y'all need a little temperance. What are you to do with all of that intel? What is one to do with all that intel and that tapped in high frequency receptive nature that you have, and you're getting all this information, and what do you do with it? What are you supposed to do with all this love that you get, and what are you supposed to do with all this pain and empathy that you feel? Well, you are to temper it and make the most of it. Okay, make it do what it do. Okay, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. Okay, a little bit of hot, a little bit of cold, a little bit of pain, a little bit of pleasure. Understanding how both dynamics, the duality of nature, serves you well, positions you to be, a master at what it is that you do. Pisces, y'all call yourself so. Let me stop. I love Pisces for real. Let me quit playing because I have a lot of Pisces in my energy. Let me just say that Pisces is in my Mercury. My Mercury is in Pisces. And what that means, for those who don't know, that just means that when it comes to my way of communicating, I'm very tapped in. Very intuitive. Okay? I speak with intention and I pick up everything. And sometimes the Piscean nature in my way of communicating, it picks up a little bit more of the low vibe versus the high, because it picks up whatever vibe is most present, right? Strong, right? What do you feel the most? My way of communicating, it perceives what you feel the most. That just means that when you come to me and you present yourself in one way, my communication level, the depth in my way of communicating is going to pick up what you feel on a heart level. Okay? That just means I'm not to be you come in the way that you come as you are. So church say, come as you are. Come as your heart moves and beats, because my communication flows in a way that I'm tapping into what you're not saying. Okay? With that being said, Pisces, what this is trying to tell us is Mercury is in retrograde, because my Mercury is in Pisces. Let's just take another step back. Let's just think. perhaps the intention behind that wasn't what it may have came off as. Let's retrace our steps in this Mercury in retrograde. Let's do a little mix, a little match, a little hot, a little cold. Let's temper. Let's temper. And perhaps we may, okay? We may see the beauty in the wisdom that comes with temperance and moderation and taking the wisdom from pain and the wisdom for pleasure and making the most of it and presenting yourself in a way that is pleasing. Because whoever these cups are served to, is it not the intention for the cups to be drank? Well, let's serve up proper. Let's just put it like that. Let's serve up proper. Serve up for those who we intend to communicate with. It's no point in me coming off in a way that isn't pleasing if it isn't, what is the word? Palatable. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to taste and see. Moving right along, we're going to go on. Oh, well, it only makes sense. Aries next on the list. Your card is next, Aries. Bringing the heat. Hello, Aries in the house. Aries. And, all right, so Aries, let's see what your card is. Aries, 10 of Discs. Look at that. 10 of Discs, Aries. 10 of Pentacles, baby. Let me just say, because Aries is heavy in my chart as well. It's my North Node. And if anybody knows anything about birth charts and what that means, it's just the energy that, this is the beat from here on out. This is what it is. There's been conflict, there's been confusion, but this is the way in which this is the beat of the drum, right? And this is saying with 10 of Pentacles that everything that you've done up until this point has been in alignment with your greatest and your highest good in terms of manifesting your spiritual and emotional in your intellectual seeds that have been planted. They are all sprouting forth. They're all sprouting forth on the physical realm right now in this time. You're seeing fruit come up from seeds sown. Okay, when one pentacle sprouted up, then two, then three. When one idea you had, you put your heart into it and you worked it with your spirit, and bam, you've seen this manifest to the point to where mastery is at hand. Okay, mastery, and not only that, but you've mastered the way to multiply the talent. You've mastered the way to nurture and protect the talent. You've mastered the way to honor it. You've mastered the way to walk in humility and reverence of the gift, right? To the point to where you can be a teacher, and you can also spread that seed to others, right? Damn, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I'm trying to do better than part, but go ahead, Aries. I'm feeling this energy because Aries, you are the initiator, okay, in the zodiac. You are the one to go first. You are the one to move with fire. You are the one to move in that masculine, assertive energy that doesn't ask questions first. It says, it doesn't say who's with me. It just goes. So I want to applaud for every decision that started as, a mental thing that you stepped out on, right? Because that every decision has multiplied and shown itself in the physical realm. So that's a beautiful thing. On to the next, though. Y'all gonna get me started. Capricorn. I love my Capricorns. The Fool, baby. And I can't act like it didn't come up in reverse. Let me just say that. But it's okay, though, because, again, we reading everything in the upright. And, if you have been considering double dutching a little bit about whether or not to go and step into the new, let that go. Let that confusion, let that double dutch go. Let that fear go. Because, yes, indeed, it's time to step into the unknown. It's time to step into the unknown. And what you're going to take with you into the unknown is what you know to be true. And what you know to be true is typically on a spiritual, intellectual, and on a heart level, it's only a few things, which is why you only need a couple of bags, because there's a few core pieces that make you who you are, that you can be confident and courageous about stepping out into your journey. Take that with you, and you can make it what you can you can step to any guru, any master, any shaman, any teacher, any employer, any businessman, any, your worth, what you bring that to the table. You can create something new. Don't double dutch and hesitate on that, Capricorn. Capricorn, I'm not going to keep telling all my business, but you have it in my chart. Capricorn, we resonate when it comes to what we know to be true in terms of what we require and what we bring in the love department, right? Let's talk about love for a minute, because again, we're talking about Capricorn, and Capricorn's in my chart. It happens to be in a very intimate space in my chart. And I can say that, when you're in that earth energy of Capricorn, a little slow moving, because you like to see fruit. You like to see the I want to see some receipts. I want to see some receipts and some fruit. Okay. Give me some fruit and some receipts. And I don't just want to see fruit this go round. I want to see some fruit next season too. You feel me? I want to know that this is solid, right? You want to have faith in that, right? I want to know when I sit in this chair, it's gonna hold me. Because you know what I'm saying? Objects may seem heavier than they appear. Objects are heavier than they appear. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? That's what we need right here with this energy, this full card coming up in reverse, Capricorn, in the love department, and anything that's unknown to you, just because you haven't ever experienced it before. When you start to experience it, you have no room to doubt something you really don't know nothing about. I would suggest that you move in a space of faith. I would suggest we move in a space of faith and rely on what you packed in your bag. Okay. Rely on what you know to be true. Rely on what means the most to you. And that's why I always say we got to be clear about our intentions. We got to be clear to be able to boil that thing down to its most basic, simple expression, its form. How do you describe it in a way that resonates with your heart? It reminds me about this Temperance card that came up for the Pisces in that alchemist energy, right? What is the base? What is the essence? Yeah, what's the essence? What's the essence of what it is that you desire? What is the essence of what it is that you require? What is the essence of what it is that you require? What is the essence of what it is that you desire? What is the essence of what you require and desire? That's on point right there for that Capricorn reading. I'm telling you, I need to take that, write it down, take it to the bank, okay? You know what I mean? All right, let's get on. Cancer. Ooh, Cancer. Look at y'all with all that good victory. Okay, with that, your spirit's feeling real good and prosperous and uplifted, and things are working in your favor. I'm just saying right now, Cancer, where y'all at? We can collab, what I'm saying? You're feeling real good and prosperous, you're feeling real expansive, I like it. I'm here for it. I see things working in your favor. I see the hand of the universe extended to you. I feel things are happening on earth as it is in heaven for you. I feel that you're very tapped in. I feel that you're wearing your crown. I feel that you're very in tune and tapped into your emotions, to the point that where your emotions are in tune with your mind and your alignment, your soul, your zeal, the fire. You're feeling good. You're feeling great. And, you move in that space and you don't doubt it. And that's what's up. And I'm here for it. So I'm going to go ahead and move along, because it really ain't too much more to be said on that. Cheers to you, Cancer. I'm with it. Okay. And next sign, we have Virgo. Y'all got the Death card. What y'all releasing? Virgo, what y'all releasing? Because if y'all releasing it, y'all very analytical. So when y'all living in a space, it took a while to be in that space and build that up, and it took a lot of intention. So now that you happen to something's coming to an end, a transformation for you, No wonder this card came up reverse for you. It's because you're feeling a little bit conflicted, and that's okay because you love hard and you're very loyal. And I can understand that. I can resonate with that because sometimes it takes a while for a very loyal, faithful person who's put so much belief and intention in what they perceive to be as true in reality. When that thing smacks you in the face that is not what you thought and believed, it can be a huge paradigm shift. It can be something that's hard to let go of and renew and to transform into something different. And it can be conflicting. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And it seems that the heavens and the earth and the universe is conspiring that you get with it or get left, get lost, get hurt, get trampled. And that can't be what you want. That sounds worse than you relinquishing what it is that you once thought and believed to be true and was your reality. Ain't nothing wrong with moving on and moving forward and transforming to being something new. And when you do that, it's going to be okay. We all have to do it. It's like a continuous transformation. So, in process. So, much love and encouragement with my Virgos on that. But last but not least, Aquarius. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. According to this here, Aqua, there's a message coming in. It's a message coming in that causes us to lift up your heads, oh ye gates, okay? Be lifted up, okay? There's a message coming in from the heavens, from the high vibrational frequencies, okay? There's a message that will give you a sense of elevation, okay? You know, I feel that you should only do things that make you elevate, you know what I'm saying? Be around and you know, shower yourself and shower others with things that make us all elevate, right? This person, this angel, this being, you know, this message, this word, this sense of communication that's coming in the midst of Mercury retrograde. Aqua, be aware that there is a message coming in that is going to be working for your greatest and your highest good. And it's going to lift up your countenance. It's going to lift up your intellectual way of perceiving things. Let's take this is what I love about the Aqua energy, because that's my son, you know, and we don't have a problem with, for the most part, we don't have a problem with, let me back up real quick, because, you know, I know me and I know some Aquarius. And I am Aquarius sun. I have a lot of other energy in my sign is moving, but I am going to talk about this for a minute. And we are infamously known for being able to detach. But let me tell you something about us. Although we can, I said attached, infamously known for being able to detach, okay? Meaning that we can be off in the clouds before you know it. Bam, we gone. I'm gone, okay? Before I found my heart in a space of vulnerability and crushed and being all in that space of emotion and water, what we would do is we're known to detach and take our wand and be off into the heavens, right? But I feel that there's a message coming in terms of us being able, bottom of the deck, to find that sense of security in terms of ideas and initiating conversations and communications for things that will be pleasing, honorable, and lasting towards legacy. Okay. And I say all that because this is holding on to things that are honorable to us. Okay. And that's what all of these signs, all these cards here are about, is finding that space of finding what is true, brings us life and joy and upliftment, and presenting that back to our creator, presenting it back to the world, right? The things that give us that sense of joy, being connected and tapped in on a communication level with the ethers, you know what I mean? When I say the ethers, the energy, I'm talking about the planes, okay, the spiritual plane, intellectual plane, the spiritual plane, being tapped in, right? And asking for help and asking if and acknowledging what is pleasing, what we are in alignment with, what is displeasing, being aware of our five senses, okay, and acknowledging when we are perceiving anything that is less than what is for us, and when we are experiencing something that is more like us, gives us a sense of joy, thriving, life, multiplication, collaboration, all that good stuff, okay? So I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna hang it up right there, right? Because that's the beat. Again, we had every one of the signs. If you didn't catch it on the live, no worries. Because guess what? You get the replay. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to my YouTube account, please do that for me because I'm gonna be going on. My goal is to go on at least once every day. Okay, so that I can continue. Got to give y'all some of this good content, and then I can get a good vibe of which energy is most active and who's ready for these messages. Not only that, if you are interested in learning how to read tarot for yourself, because I can sit here and I can read all day, but the thing that I'm most passionate about is about setting intentions and being able to zero in and really identify that whatever you desire, being able to manifest that. Yeah. And tarot is one of the ways that you can do that. You can tap into that, but there's many ways, many ways. And again, if it's something that you are interested in, please hit me up on my website, contact me, email me. There's many ways to utilize your resources. Contact me and we can talk about it. But I would love to be able to help you in your journey. Anyways, I gotta go, y'all. It's been great. Have a great day. Happy Friday. Catch some of this sun. And yeah. Ta-ta.